In this presentation, we will be learning the library called regular expression. This chapter contains the concept of regular expression, how to define the regular expression, how to search for patterns with the help of regular expression, how to extract the useful information from the interesting lines present in a given file or a string using regular expression, and also a few real world scenarios where we can use this library to search for interesting lines and to extract the useful information for further processing. So far we used the string methods like split and find along with the slicing to identify and to extract the portions of strings or the line of text. And we see this searching and extracting the useful information is a common thing while dealing with word processing or while validating the user inputs, or even in other applications like text analysis. To enable the programmer to search and to extract the useful information, the Python has a powerful library, or we call it as the API, called regular expression, which handles many of these tasks in an efficient way, efficient with respect to the line of code as well as the computational speed. And the regular expression has its own format or a syntax to be used to define the search pattern. And we have the library called RE in Python, which stands for regular expression, must be imported before using that library in the program. And the very basic function which is associated with RE, that's the regular expression, is the search function. The search function will identify the interesting line containing the pattern that is defined suitably with the regular expression. We will take up one example to demonstrate the use of method search to recognize the pattern in a given string or a line of text. Assume that we have a file containing a request letters of students. You know, letters start with the word from colon followed by the name and is USN and all other things. And we want to print the names of students along with that word from colon which are present in the file. So far we had used the function called find, which is associated with the string along with the split and so on. How to use this search function? What we have to do is we need to import this library at the beginning, import RE, then open the file containing all these request letters in a read mode and read the file line by line, and after reading each of the line, remove the additional white spaces from the right side of the line. Then apply a search function which is associated with the regular expression library. What is this function does? re.search. It takes two parameters. First parameter is a regular expression which defines the pattern, and second parameter is a string. This function, search function, will return nothing, none, if there is no pattern found as per the regular expression defined in the first argument, and returns the information about the first match if there are occurrences of patterns in the string. Remember, the search function will return the information only about the first match, not about the subsequent matches. That's why this search function is very useful to check whether the given pattern exists in a line of text. It returns the useful information like the match is found between from this character to this character and so on. And we use here if statement, if re.search, that means it returns something, you print the line, that means there is a pattern from colon found in the file, and we display the entire line. This regular expression is a sequence of characters to define a pattern. You are aware and you have used this regular expression in the courses like for finite automata and even in compilers, wherein the tokens are being recognized with the help of a regular expression. Same concept is being used here to describe the regular expression. And a basic function, as I said, which is associated with the RegEx library, is a search, which returns the information about the first match. In the previous example, we searched for word from colon, and we did not mention that from colon should start from the beginning. Even let us say a student writes some name and then writes the from colon, even that is being recognized in the previous example. How to avoid such things? We have to search for from, and we have to display that line when from colon is found at the beginning of the line. In Python, we have a number of special characters to search for patterns. We need to suitably identify these characters, and we have to add these characters in the regular expression. Here is the modified program. The rest of the lines remain same, only we are changing the regular expression. In order to match the pattern from we have to use a special character called caret. What is this caret character? It is used in the regular expression to match the beginning of the line. What it says is, we search for a pattern from the beginning of the string. Even this from colon found at the end or in the middle of the string, then that will not be considered as a pattern. Only the from colon, if it is found at the beginning, then only it is considered as a pattern. So this is one special characters that we can use to match the beginning of the line. There are a number of other special characters. There's a big list of characters. We will see that list later. The one more widely used character is a period operator, a period character, or full stop, or a dot. This character matches any character, digit, alphabet, special characters, punctuation, etc. If you write the regular expression like this, f 2 dots m colon, if you write a regular expression like this, then we can identify the patterns like from f with the 2 x's m, and then f1 to m, and so on. There you can have many patterns. The first dot refers to any character, and this second dot refers to any character. Apart from this, we can combine these wild card characters along with the other along with the period character. So one is a star. It means that 0 or more occurrences of a given character, or at least one occurrence, one or more, at least one occurrence, the plus the special character. Let's modify the previous program to have to support this dot character. Only we need to change this regular expression f 2 dots m. Now we can recognize lines which starts with f1 to m, f abm, all that with colon. And we can also use the plus or asterisk, the star characters, to check the repetition of a particular character. Here we have a program which uses a wildcard character plus. Let us say I have a line of text, not a letter, from colon followed by the email and then the contents. How to recognize whether I have a email from a particular email user? The program segment remains same, except we need to modify the regular expression. First we have to see whether from is found at the beginning. Yes, from and colon. Then I have to check for username. Username normally found before at. So I have to have at least one character as a username. So one character is either it is any character right now. It can be a punctuation also. Dot plus. At least one character should be there in general. Then at symbol. Then followed by one more character which refers to domain name. So if I have a patterns like this, I'll be printing those lines. Okay. How to write a more specific program? The search method returns the relevant information about the match. It will not return the substring. We wrote programs with the help of a find and slice operator to extract the useful information from the interesting lines in the previous chapters. In Python, we have a powerful function which extracts all the substrings which match a regular expression, and that method is called FindAll. FindAll method returns all the substrings. It means that it returns a list of strings. So ultimately we need to have one left hand side variable which represents the list of strings. Let us demonstrate this use of FindAll by taking this simple example. Assume that we have a file containing so many email addresses. Sometimes email addresses are enclosed with the angle brackets less than and greater, and if you have multiple email IDs in sequence, you find semicolon in between and so on. Let us consider all these cases, and we write a simple program to recognize an email address. Here is a simple program which extracts the email IDs from a given string. Assume that we have a string like this, a message from source email ID to the receiver with the timing and etc. And how to retrieve these two email IDs. Instead of a search function, we have to use a function FindAll. This FindAll takes two arguments. First argument is a regular expression, second argument is a string. This FindAll returns a set of substrings which match the regular expression. It means that it returns the patterns, set of patterns which match this regular expression. And remember that email ID has got two parts. One is a username, then @ symbol followed by domain name. So this regular expression portion of RE, regular expression for username, and this is for domain name. And we know that there must be at least one non-white space character. We cannot have a username which is a space, white space. So this can be handled with the special two character regular expression character called /s. Represents non-white space character, followed by the wildcard plus. There should be at least one non-white space character as the username, and there should be at least one non-white space character at the domain name. If we have a patterns like this, such patterns are extracted from the string and returned as a list of strings, and then we print the list of email IDs in that manner. We'll apply the same logic to retrieve the email IDs that are present in a file, maybe email log file where you find a send and received with the send timing, receive timing, and we are interested in to display all these email IDs. We open a file in a read mode, then read one line at a time, and then for each line you try to extract the pattern. So this is a very generic form of writing a regular expression to recognize a email ID. Slashes represents non-white space character. It can be any character other than white space. And if there is at least one occurrence, that's why we check here length of x is greater than, there should be at least one pattern, you print that pattern. As I said before, if you don't want to consider angle brackets and semicolons, then we need to specifically write the valid or eligible characters instead of these slashes. We will see how to write these things in a regular expression. In order to specify the multiple acceptable characters, we have one more regular expression character called square bracket. The square brackets are used to represent the set of acceptable characters for the recognition of patterns. We will modify the previous program to recognize email IDs without angle brackets and special characters and so on. Only we assume that email ID has got alphabets and digits, not even a dot at this point of time. So how to modify this regular expression? Rest of the program segment remains same, only we have to change the regular expression. Definitely we need a at symbol, and at least there should be a one acceptable character, so we have to use a white character plus, and here also for the domain name we need to use a white character plus. There should be at least one acceptable character. And what are the acceptable characters? As I said, we consider letters, lowercase, uppercase, and the digits. So we have a set of characters. So how to represent the set of characters? We have to use the square brackets. You can see we have put here square bracket A to Z, then capital A to Z, hyphen refers the range, the lower range and upper range, and 0 to 9. And what's the meaning of this? Any one character from this set. So I have a set of characters A to Z, capital A to Z, and 0 to 9. It refers one of the acceptable character. It can be a digit, or it can be a capital letter, or it can be smaller case. And I have a white card plus. There should be at least one character from these set of characters. Same thing, normally we don't find digits in the domain name, but these days even we find digits. You can have 0 to 9 here also as an acceptable character. And if such patterns found which obey this regular expression are returned, are extracted with the find, and then you can print those email addresses. Take up one problem to print the lines having the text and the numbers of the form x, capital X, hyphen, and any string like this, followed by colon, followed by a number, whole number or a floating point number or real number. And we have to display such lines or print the patterns that start at the beginning of the line. We have to see whether X is the first character in the line, then hyphen, then followed by any characters like this. The string should start from capital X hyphen any characters, then there should be a colon, must colon, followed by numbers like this. We have to write a regular expression. In order to match at the beginning of the line, we have to use a character followed by capital X and hyphen, then sequence of any characters. We have to write dot star dot a period to match any characters, then followed by colon, it is required, then a segment of regular expression to match the numbers. We can have a square bracket containing 0 to 9 and this dot, and we have to see to it that there exists at least one number. We have to use the wildcard character plus. So this is a regular expression. This is to match at the beginning, and these are the mandatory characters need to be present by sequence of 0 or more characters, any characters including white spaces, then mandatory character colon, then the numbers 0 to 9 or dot, at least one occurrence. Here is the program. We read the file in a read mode, then for each of the line present in the file, try to search for a pattern like this. The pattern X colon should start from the beginning of the line. Then you can have a dot star, dot matches to any character, or we can have a slash S which matches to non-white space character. Then mandatory colon and 0 to 9 and dot plus to represent the at least one occurrence as a number. If this pattern is found, obeying this regular expression is found, we print the line. We have seen how to search and how to extract the entire pattern as defined in the regular expression. For example, we want to extract only a segment of the pattern that is being recognized by the regular expression. We are not interested in extracting the entire pattern. For example, in this case, the pattern is X colon some characters and then numbers, and we want to extract only the numbers, not interested in this string. If we use FindAll, it extracts entire pattern, but we are interested in extracting only a segment, only the numbers. How to do it? One way is we can use a split function as we used with the strings, and again it is a tedious job. To facilitate the programmer to extract the useful information from the recognized pattern, Python provides a character parenthesis to be used along with the regular expression for the extraction of designated pattern. To extract the designated portion from the pattern, we use parenthesis. This parenthesis is another special character found in regular expressions. When you use the parenthesis to a regular expression, especially with the search, they are ignored while matching the string. When you use with the FindAll, parentheses indicate that we are interested in extracting the portion of the substring that is enclosed with the parenthesis which matches the regular expression. That's why we can use the parenthesis to enclose the segment of the regular expression so as to extract the designated portion of the pattern which matches as per the regular expression. Let us take up the previous example of wherein we try to match the line which starts from capital X hyphen then sequence of characters then colon followed by a floating point number or a number, and assume that we are interested in extracting only the numbers, not the entire pattern that is being matched with the regular expression. What we need to do is we have to enclose the segment of the regular expression which identifies the number with the parenthesis like this. We use the same program segment, but we are rewriting the regular expression now. We have caret symbol x hyphen slash s to recognize the non-white space characters, 0 or more occurrences, colon. Then we are interested in to extract only the numbers. If these numbers are repeating several times after this colon, all these numbers we want to extract. What we do is we enclose this segment of regular expression with the parenthesis. The parenthesis indicates that we are interested in patterns which are matched against this entire regular expression, and we want to extract the segment of this pattern which satisfies this segment of regular expression. So this a minor modification, inclusion of parenthesis, now extracts only the numbers that are found in the matched pattern. And as I said, this find function will return a strings. So ultimately x will be having a string representing a numbers, and to process these numbers definitely we need to convert it to integer or floating point types so that we can process whatever the extracted numbers from the line of text or from files. This is a second problem. Assume that we have a file containing the dynamic URIs like this: URL colon, this is a mandatory string, each line contains URL colon, then followed by the dynamic URL. Now we are interested in to extract the number that is being found here, REV equal to this number. We want to extract this number. What we have to do is we have to check for URL colon whether it is present, then followed by the presence of character up to ampersand, up to this, any character, then this has to be verified. REV equal is mandatory, followed by we need to check for integer number, and we have to extract this the regular expression which recognizes this need to be enclosed with parenthesis for the extraction. Here is the program. We read the file line by line and we write the regular expression like this. URL colon is a must, and we need to check whether URL colon found at the beginning of the line. We use a caret symbol. URL colon followed by matching any of the characters including blank spaces up to here, up to ampersand. Then a mandatory REV equal need to be checked, followed by the digits and the dot. 0 to 9 dot plus. So this has to be extracted. That's why we enclose this portion of the regular expression with the parenthesis. We'll take up third problem. Assume that we have a file or a string containing the email message like this. Email information from followed by a space, then email ID, then space, then day, space, then month, space, date, space, month, number, day, then space followed by hour, colon, minutes, colon, second, space, and the year. And now we are interested in extracting hour of the day. We want to extract this 09. This is hour. Then this is minutes, and this is second. Let us see how to extract all these three things by writing or suitably modifying the regular expression. What we have to do is we need to check whether there is a word from. There is a word from. Then you don't have to verify this. Okay. Then up to here you can recognize as a sequence of any characters. Then followed by you have to check for space, and then this digits followed by this colon. So this is important. This colon need to be matched. This space and this colon. So these two things are mandatory. Space before the hour and the colon after the hour is important while matching. So this is the program. Only the difference is the regular expression. Caret from dot star will match all these things up to 5. Then I have put a space here. Here also you can see after from there's the space. Here also there is the space, one exclusive space. And after this there is, after Jan 5 there is exclusive space. Here one space. This is required. Then followed by first digit, and this is second digit presents, because hours I've got only 2 digits. Then followed by mandatory colon. So we don't have to extract this space. This space is, we don't have to extract this space, and we don't have to extract colon also, but we have to extract only these numbers. Include these two things with the parenthesis. This gives me the hour, that is 09. It returns a 09. Let us say I am interested in accessing this 14, that is a minutes. What I need to do, I need to, instead of space here, I need to put colon like this. Here also instead of space, one colon. In that case I get value 14. If I want this value 16, what I need to do is here instead of space again colon, and you remove this colon. Wherein I can extract this seconds. So by appropriately designing the regular expression and by suitably placing the parenthesis, we can recognize and extract the designated portion of a pattern. We can also match a particular character in the regular expression by prefixing that character with the backslash. Let us take up one simple example. Let us say let's assume that we have a string like this, and I am interested in to extract this monetary value, which is represented in terms of dollar 10.00. What I need to do is I need to specify this character as a matching character along with other characters. For that I need to write re.findAll with slash dollar, means this is matched, followed by 0 to 9 plus any number of occurrences. So this backslash followed by any character represents the character to be matched for a given pattern. Let us have a quick look at the different regular expression characters. The caret matches to the beginning of the line, dollar matches the end of the line, dot matches to any character, slash small letter matches to white space character. This is capital slashes non-white space character. Star is a wildcard character, implies 0 or more occurrences of the characters. AIO is a set which represents the matching of one character from this set. This is a set of vowels. This is a plus one or more occurrences. W matches small letter slash W matches to any alphanumeric characters, including the underscore. And capital W matches any non-alphanumeric character other than this. Okay, this cap represents the inversion of this. Anything other than this. So the caret, if it is found within the square bracket, it implies inversion. So this is the range of values. You can specify A to Z and 0 to 9, capital A to Z. This is inversion. Any character other than A to Z and small letter A to Z. This parenthesis is used to extract the designated portion of the pattern recognized with the regular expression that is being enclosed with this parenthesis. Slash B matches the empty string, but only at the start or end of the word. Matches the empty string, the beginning at the end. This is matches the empty string not at the start and end of the word, capital B. Small d is for the decimal, 0 to 9, and if you put a cap, it is nothing but a capital D, capital slash D, nothing but inversion of this, any character other than 0 to 9. These are the few exercise programs. First one is to validate the email ID. The hint to design a regular expression is find the alphabets, the username section, then add symbol and followed by some alphabets, then one mandatory dot followed by alphabet, one or more alphabets. In a similar way, you can read the email addresses from the text file, and you can have a regular expression to validate usernames of this format, one dot, and usernames having one dot, domain name or two, a maximum two. You can have a domain name of these subdomains. The third program is to extract the only the 5-digit number. If you have URLs from in the files like this, you need to match for URL with colon, then you have to match for REV equal, then you have to take the numbers having only 5 digits. If this REV equal to 39, no. For that you don't have to use any wildcard. Use a pattern like this, extraction pattern. So 5 represents the exact count. If this number matches 0 to 9, 0 to 9 is present 5 times. Similarly, you can have a minimum and a maximum. What you have to do is you can have first index comma second. First one is a minimum and second after comma become maximum. And if you want to have extract fixed 5 digits, write 5. If you want to extract 2 digits, write 2. That means 2 occurrences of any of these digits listed in the set of characters. That it means. The fourth one is to extract the amount of this format. If you have a text like this, try to match capital RS dot and space followed by write the regular expression for this. See to it that the regular expression to match this is enclosed with parentheses, because we are interested in to extract and to convert the extracted string into a float. Okay, and again you match for slash and hyphen. You need to match for these 4 characters here, then 2 more at the end, and these need to be extracted with the regular expression to recognize the floating point number. You need to have a digit plus then one mandatory dot there, dot enclosed with square bracket. Then again you can have a digit counter of 2. You can have 0 to 9 with the flower braces 2. You can write like this 2, 0 to 9, 2 to recognize two fractional digits after decimal point. And this last program in this slide is to count the number of vowels. It's very easy. You can use a FindAll for the same string with the regular expression mentioning all the vowels, capitals and lowercase, and that count gives the number of vowels. Again you execute another regular expression for the digits 0 to 9. If it is occurrence is there, you extract, and that length of that list becomes the number of. This program is to read a file having first column and second column. You read from the second line onwards. Again you try to recognize these fields, whether it starts from dollar. You can give slash dollar, then followed by the whole number, regular expression to match the whole number like this. Okay, you can keep it fixed for 3 digits, like with the flower brace you can mention 3, then using a plus. With this you can extract both debit and credit, go on add, and then you display the total credit and the total debit. So whatever that you extract need to be converted to an integer, and then you have to sum up. The last one is to recognize the valid Aadhaar number. So you know Aadhaar number is a 12-digit number, and we have 3 groups of 4 digit each, and digits is from 0 to 9, and we have to check whether the space present in between these 3 groups. 4 digits you can check 0 to 9 with the occurrence exact 4, then occurrence of space, then again same 0 to 9 with the occurrence 4 and again space and same. If you repeat that you can recognize the other number. Similarly, you can validate the mobile number 0 to 9 with the number of digits, valid digits that are allowed in a mobile number. So these are the simple exercises that gives a more the hands-on experience of using regular expression to recognize the interesting lines and to extract the patterns, or even to extract the designated portions within the patents. Thank you. These are the few links that you can refer for more information on regular expressions and more methods that are associated with regular expressions and the simple programs.